We are joined by Marcel Vigneron, executive chef of Bar 210, and he's going to show us one of his favorites that he prepares here.
So this is typically just a play on a classic. Everybody's had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before, right? And this is an amuse that we do here in the lounge, and every guest that comes in will typically get it. And the process that we're about to do here is a process called spherification, which is a reaction that takes place between two different chemicals, one of them being sodium alginate and the other one being calcium gluconolactate. And so I'm just going to go ahead and take a teaspoon and drop in this base right here, one at a time. And then I'll tell you exactly what it is. This is actually grape juice that's been mixed with a little bit of elderflower syrup, some Saint Germain, and a little bit of vodka. So it's like the new Jello shot, if you will. And right now it's basically just resting. It's just resting. It's kind of like
taking a little nap.
Yeah, it's similar to if you think about the process of like poaching an egg. It's a very similar like technique, if you will, because you know how like an egg when it's raw is like more like a liquid state, and then as you cook it, the protein coagulates and it gets like a little bit more firm.
I feel so scientific right now, like I should have my periodic table of elements just to keep up with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's all cooking is basically revolved around science. I mean, cooking is more or less controlling phenomenon. Sorry, you have to excuse me if I don't. Oh, they might stick together if I don't pay attention to them. You gotta
do what you gotta do.
You gotta talk to them. You know, you gotta ask them what they want, what they need. I think playing with your food, talking to your food, is pretty important.
Absolutely.
Because then they'll let you know what they need if you just talk to them. So, anyways, yeah. Essentially, it's kind of like poaching an egg, but this process was developed in 2002 at a restaurant called El Bulli in Spain. This is just my play on it. And I grew up eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Right, precisely. So I feel as though everybody can kind of correlate to this whole dish, because it's something that you grew up having, but at the same time, you've never really had it in this fashion before, So it's like when you eat it, it's unmistakably peanut butter and jelly, but it's kind of like in a modern interpretation, if you will. So what this is right here is actually a little bit of peanut butter powder. So I literally took Jiffy peanut butter and mixed it with tapioca maltodextrin. And tapioca maltodextrin allows like fats to turn into powders. Okay. So you can just take olive oil, anything. In this case, peanut butter. So I'm gonna go ahead and check on this sphere right here. Now you can see it's a little bit more like firm, kind of cool process.
Very cool. Can you do that with anything, or does it have to be that particular element?
No, these change all the time. Like I'll do, I did like a pomegranate blueberry one last week. We do a lot of different flavors all the time, constantly changing it up, keeping it new. Yeah. Keeping it fresh, if you will. So we'll just go ahead and serve up a couple of these so we can try them.
This is so cool.
This is for you. I'll hold that.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous.
I'll have one too.
Now, is it cheers? Is it all in one bite?
Yeah, all in one bite.
Oh my god. Okay.
Peanut butter and jelly.
That's awesome.
You like it?
That is really awesome.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty cool, right?
Here, I'll take a bite. Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Pretty fun.
I want
this
more.
Is just like an amuse. This is just like a little sampling for our guests when they come in. They get that. It's kind of like my offering to them, welcoming them into the atmosphere, into the place. Sure. So.
What a great idea. Well, thank you so much for showing us that. Wow. I'm, of course, going to try this at home and fail miserably, but...
I can give you a little cooking lesson,
Great. Well, thank you so much.
No problem.
And thanks again for having us.
Thanks for being here.
Of course.